Hi Tubman, it's Mrs. Morell. It's Wednesday, May 20th. We are here with day 2 of Jane Goodall. Today we will reread the text in order to answer who, did what, and how. Let's get started. So today is day 2. We will read about Jane Goodall's discovery. The questions we're trying to answer are, who is Jane Goodall? What did Jane Goodall discover about chimps? How? What was her process of discovery? Remember that discover means to see, find, or become aware of something for the first time. Here is Jane Goodall. Here is a chimp. This picture shows discover. Today I will show you how I take notes while we read, and I will use that information to answer the questions that you wrote yesterday. Let's read the text. I have 2 versions of the text to show you today. This is the one from yesterday. Let's read it together. Read with me. Queen of the Chimps. ReadWorks Superstars of Science. Chimpanzees are apes, and they are our closest relatives. And nobody knows that better than Jane Goodall. As a young woman, Goodall went to the jungles of Tanzania, a country in Africa, to study chimpanzees. At first, the chimps ran away whenever she was nearby. Eventually, the chimps learned to trust her. Goodall discovered that chimps use tools such as twigs to fish for bugs. At the time, scientists thought only humans use tools. Now wait a minute. I'm supposed to be thinking about who did what. I'm going to go back to my notes. So who? I know this is about Jane Goodall. Did what? Let me see. What did she do? Oh, the big thing she did, she discovered that chimps use tools. So, discovered that chimps use tools. These are just notes. I don't have to write complete sentences. How? How did she discover that chimps use tools? Let's look again in the text. So she went to the jungles of Tanzania, a country in Africa, to study chimpanzees. At first, the chimps ran away whenever she was nearby. Eventually, the chimps learned to trust her. So, how she discovered that chimps use tools was that she studied chimpanzees and she got them to trust her. She waited, she was patient, and then they trusted her. So how? What was her discovery process? She got chimps to trust her. Okay. So now we're going to read another version of the same text. Please read this page to yourself. Let's read it together. Queen of the Chimps. Chimpanzees are like people. Chimpanzees are similar to people. Jane Goodall knows that. Please read this page to yourself. Let's read it together. Jane Goodall went to the jungle in Tanzania. Tanzania is in Africa. Here is Tanzania, a country. Here is the continent of Africa. In Tanzania, Jane learned about chimpanzees. Please read this page to yourself. Let's read it together. At first, the chimpanzees ran away from her. They were scared. Scared. This one ran away. Later, the chimpanzees loved and trusted her. Trust. They were not scared. So here the chimpanzee trusts her. Read this page to yourself. Let's read it together. Jane saw that chimpanzees use tools like people. Chimpanzees use twigs to catch bugs. Here you can see the chimpanzee using the twig as a tool to catch bugs. They take the twig, stick it in, pull it out, and eat the bugs. Read this page to yourself. Let's read it together. Today, chimpanzees are in danger. Jane works to protect them. Okay. So now that we've read the text 2 times, let's look at our questions again. Our questions are, who is Jane Goodall? What do we know about Jane Goodall? I want you to say out loud, and you should have this written down from yesterday. How Jane Goodall is. I could write, Jane Goodall is a scientist who studies chimpanzees. What did Goodall discover about chimps? I remember from the text and my notes. She discovered that chimps use tools. So, Goodall discovered that chimps use tools. Let me go back to that part in the text. Oh, they use twigs to catch bugs. Goodall discovered that chimps use tools. Now, I remember in the text, it said, at the time, scientists thought only humans used tools. So this was important because Jane Goodall figured out that chimps also use tools. So Goodall discovered that chimps use tools. They use sticks to get bugs. Okay. How did Goodall make her discovery? Let me look back at my notes and back in the text. I said she got chimps to trust her. Let me look back in the text. How did she do that? She studied them. She waited patiently when they were scared. Jane Goodall made her discovery by studying chimps in the jungle. Let's see, I want to say about how she got them to trust her. Goodall made her discovery by studying chimps in the jungle. She watched them. The chimps trusted her. Okay. So today, I used the question words to take notes, and then I used my notes and the text to help answer the questions. You can do this at home too. Use these question words, use the text to help you answer the questions. Have a great day. Stay safe, keep reading. I miss you. Bye.